someone else's eyes. It's not an easy road, but no, I'm not alone. So I won't be so hard on myself.
What the hell is going on? You are watching the Computer Programming University, and I wanted to give you a quick update on the Asus laptop that I set up not too long ago. And let's switch over to this view with the Ubuntu Studio in the background. So, this is the Asus laptop that I set up with you guys during that awesome live stream. Some of you joined in, and that was a pretty long live stream, but you guys stuck it out with me and, offered suggestions and were actually quite helpful. And so everything was set up on this laptop. So this is actually running Ubuntu Studio. And for the most part, it's been good. I've actually been using this as my workhorse. As you can see here, one of my programs that I wrote recently. You can't even see it. But anyway, so I've been doing coding on this. I've been doing all of my web stuff. Actually, all of my mobile tasks I've been doing on this Asus laptop, which is running Ubuntu Studio. So it's absolutely serves its purpose. I love the Asus laptop, very, very small and compact, carrying it everywhere with me, one-handed. I'm using it while I'm walking, pretty awesome. So this has been a success as far as the installation, as far as running Ubuntu. There are a couple of problems. As far as hibernation has been, well, first of all, I can't do hibernation. There's some things that you have to do to enable it, which supposedly it's enabled on this, but it is not working. So I can only do the sleep mode. The problem with the sleep mode, however, is that, and I have a meeting in 15 minutes, so I got to keep this short. As far as the sleep mode has been very, very finicky. A lot of times it will not wake up out of sleep mode. So you put it to sleep, and then what will happen is when you're looking to wake it back up, a lot of times it won't wake up. It'll actually crash on you, which obviously thumbs down for that. So I'm not sure why. If you guys were, following along with the live stream, and you know that there was something funky happened during the installation where I thought it was installed, but it wasn't really installed. So maybe something got corrupted, which is maybe why that's happening. So that's problem number one. The problem number two is it does freeze up. It's rare, but I would say once a week or twice a week, I'll get into a scenario where randomly it'll freeze up and it's running like super, super slow. And it's like, what's going on? And I don't know, I got a suspicion it might be Chrome related. But when it happens, I can't even close Chrome. It gets crazy. I just been so busy, I haven't had the time to investigate. I got to look at system resources. What's the memory doing? What's the CPU doing to figure out, what the deal is. But that's one thing. So it might be corrupt. And there's a third thing, actually, I forgot. Something's up with whenever you try to download packages onto this laptop. It seems to work. Like I did the Notepad QQQ, which is like the Notepad Plus Plus. It's a Notepad Plus Plus equivalent for Ubuntu. And like many other packages, I go and unpack it here, and then it shows up in the start menu. I can click on that, and I can go ahead and run it. But the thing is, at the end of the command, so whenever I type in the command to install the software, at the end of the command is always this error message. I'll talk about that in another video. I don't recall offhand what it is, but it's claiming that something's missing or whatnot, and that's the typical thing. I can install software from the command line on this. It'll actually work. The software will work, but at the end of the command, whatever I type in, it always outputs some kind of error saying something is wrong. So package installation errors all the time, even though the installation seems to work. once or twice a week, it totally freezes up to where it's really, really slow. Can't even close anything. And then the sleep mode. So what is the answer? And I gotta go. I'm out of time, guys. You guys that are just joining in right now, click on that like button. Really appreciate it. Comment below. Say hi. I have been toying around with the Samsung Galaxy S8. Absolutely loving it. Link in description to get your own. It's an awesome phone. Very powerful. But anyway, so the solution is I'm going to be rebuilding this laptop from scratch. We know what worked, what didn't work during the last installation. So I'm going to go through and try to do one smooth installation. So one of the projects for today is all the scripts and everything that I've written on here, all my work. I'm going to compress that and save it to Google Drive so it'll be accessible somewhere else. I'm going to take note of any software that I've installed on here so I can replicate it because I have it the way I want it right now, except for stability, right? So I'm going to save that information, save all those files, and then I'm going to wipe out this sucker. I'm taking it all out. It's all gone. Everything's gone. Clean installation, no hiccups, no nothing, and hopefully the next installation will have no problems. So I may do a live stream on that second installation. I may not. Depends on time. But that's where we stand. I'm going to try to do reinstallation to fix those 3 issues. You are watching Computer Programming University. I'm working on a review of the Samsung Galaxy S8. You can get yours or learn more about the Samsung Galaxy S8 with the link in the description. Awesome phone, very, very powerful phone, 4K video, awesome slow motion, awesome that this is waterproof. This is waterproof. And I did some slow motion effects with water splashing on the phone and all that kind of stuff. Really feels good in the hand. Very solid. The screen is amazing. I got 26 hours of battery life over the weekend. And I'll be talking more about the Samsung Galaxy S8 in future videos. One thing is, it's not perfect. It has a little bit of finickiness to it to where I can understand why people are now saying, oh, well, I don't know a comparison. I have to use the latest iPhones to compare. But people are saying, oh, the thing with Android, it's a little bit not so user-friendly. I want something easy to use. I'm like, what are you talking about? And now I understand. Now with the latest generation phone, latest on the Android software, for the most part, it's smooth. But every once in a while, you run into something you're like, what's this? Why? How do I do this? I'll give you a quick example. Trying to reply to email, send an attachment. Simple thing, right? And hey, Apple has stuff where it's a simple thing and it's complicated too. So I would have to really do a comparison with the latest generation Apple phones versus this. But nonetheless, simple thing. Email, reply, click on attach. Then all of a sudden, it seems to be biased towards images and I forgot what it is, images and Google Cloud and stuff like that. How about you just allow me to browse and select whatever I want to? Simple thing, right? Because I had some documents in the documents folder, but it doesn't show the documents folder. Matter of fact, let me see if I can do it really quick right now. So I have facial recognition finicky. It actually worked that time. This time, I don't know if you saw it, I just unlocked the phone by literally looking at it, split second, boom. But not always the case. Very, very finicky depending on your lighting conditions. So I have an email, someone sent me an email. I'm going to click on the reply button and I'm going to click on, I'll see if I can show you this. So I'm going to click on attach file, upper right hand corner. And first of all, the way that it shows things, it's very like huge icons. I have long file names. You can't see the whole thing. It's cut off because it's just so big. I don't know why it's not a normal file listing. But my options in terms of where I can browse, and actually I figured out a solution to this. So I have to undo that so you can see what the default was. So let's see, attach file. Okay, so by default, internal storage is hidden. That's the complication. That's the not so user-friendly thing. So by default, I have downloads, upper left-hand corner. I have images, I have videos, I have audio, I have recent, I have downloads, and then I have a bunch of Google Drives from my Google accounts. I have Sound Picker, Gallery, Cloud, Drive, which is Google Drive, and then Photos. So easy to send photos and audio and stuff like that. Or send something from a location you were just in. but there's no file browsing. Where is the file browsing? By default, it's not there. So what I figured out was, and this is not user friendly, somebody who's not so computer savvy may not pick up on this like I did. So when you click on the attachment, you click on attached file, upper right hand corner, there's the three dots, click on that, it says show internal storage. Why would you turn that off by default? Right? I guess they're trying to keep it easy and simple. But I don't know. I don't like that. By default, I should be able to, for example, even if you don't want to, if you want to simplify, you don't want to make it complicated because you have all these tons of folders. Okay, but documents should definitely be one of the standard folders. I shouldn't need to show internal storage just to access my documents folder. So, overall, I love the experience on the new Galaxy S8. It's an awesome phone, very powerful, very fast, great battery life. The sound is awesome. The screen is amazing. The technology is amazing. Slow motion, the facial recognition when it works is awesome. But it's got a couple of little things here and there that kind of mess with the awesome experience. So I'll be covering that more in future videos. Anyway, my meeting is coming up in about 5 minutes. I'm crazy to be still live streaming right now. I've got to go. You're watching Computer Programming University. Click on that like button. Definitely appreciate it. More videos are coming. I'm actually setting up right now to do a bunch of videos. I'll be doing some SQL videos, writing queries and stuff like that. All out on my main channel, Fixed Protocol. Also, I'll be doing more scripting. I'll try to do a daily script, which is what I do. I always do scripts on a daily basis. I will try to do some on the channel as well, so to help you guys with that, and maybe some kind of stuff I can't even think about what I wanted to say. But anyway, on that note, this is Computer Programming University. Remember, the first step is to always smile. Learning should be fun. And on that note, I am out. I totally messed this up. But it's all good. It's all good.